Hey guys, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor with Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing you another Roadside Chat, literally from the road in Greenfield, Tennessee. I'm doing a lot of these Roadside Chats from here because I got a lot of my inbox. I'm trying to catch up. So I do my best here, and I apologize that when you send me questions, it takes me sometimes a few weeks to get back to them. But hopefully these are still helping nevertheless. All right, I have a question from an officer in South Dakota. I'm looking at my laptop here, and basically it's a question that comes up a lot. It says, look, the cops are talking to the parents. The parents believe that the son is engaged in some kind of criminal activity on the cell phone. Now they want to look through the cell phone, and they want the cops' help to look through the cell phone. But here's the problem. The question is, can parents look through a child's cell phone? So the situation here is that the kid purchased the phone and he pays his own cell phone bill. Now let's turn to what can the parents do. Okay, this might sound very odd to a lot of parents out there. But the parents don't have what's called common authority over the phone. Most likely. Not all courts are going to look at it this way, but many, I think most will. So common authority is, do the parents have their own right in and of themselves to look through the cell phone, right? And has the defendant, the kid, taken the risk that the parents will look through the cell phone? The problem is that the kid bought the cell phone on his own. It's his property. And the U.S. Supreme Court, in the case called New Jersey versus TLO, held that children do have Fourth Amendment protections. It's not like they don't have any protections at all. They have limited protections in many ways, but not no protections. And so when you have a juvenile acquiring property without the parent's assistance, there's no reason to not hold that the kid does not have a full expectation of privacy in their property. Okay, so what I'm saying here is, if the parents get the cops involved and they want the cops' help to go through this cell phone, I wouldn't do it, because the parents don't have the common authority, to actually get in the phone themselves. Now, with that said, you're thinking to yourself, Anthony, are you telling me as a parent that if my 15-year-old kid, that's what's going on here, my 15-year-old kid brings home a cell phone or whatever, I can't go through it and make sure that my kid is not involved in drugs, all these other, things? I'm saying that the cops can't do it, but I'm not telling you as a parent to do what, how to run your household, right? So I know that I would, as a parent, if my kid had, under these circumstances, right? I wouldn't even allow my kid to bring in stuff into the house unless I made it very clear to him that I'm searching it. So we would have that agreement. So I'm not telling you how parents to run their house. I'm just saying that the law doesn't give the parents the common authority needed to then tell the cops, hey, search that phone on my behalf. You see the problem there? Kind of weird, right? But it's just one of those things. Let me give you an example from a real case. I don't have the case name off the top of my head, but what happened was, the child, right, let's say 15 years old, brings in a toolbox from the outside. Now the cops want to search the kid's room, and the parents say yes. So far so good. The parents can absolutely, in most circumstances, allow the cops to search the kid's room. They get to this box, right, the toolbox, and the cops are like, okay, where is this coming from? And the parents like say, I've never seen that before in my life. We never gave it to them, and so forth. But the parents like, you can search it. The cops search it. They found evidence inside there, evidence suppressed. Why? Because the cops knew, well, I guess they should have known, that the parents did not have common authority over that toolbox. He brought it in from the outside world. He's allowed to do that under the Fourth Amendment. He has a Fourth Amendment interest, property interest in it, and the parents did not have common authority, evidence suppressed. Kind of weird. Now, what I would have done, right? If I was the cop on scene, I would have said something like this: sir, ma'am, this might sound kind of weird to you, but because you didn't, buy that or have anything to do with acquiring that property, and also, by the way, in the situation, the kid is also on scene, and he is telling the cops that they can't search it. So it even makes it even more complicated. I would say, look, I can't search it on these conditions. It might sound weird to you, but this lawyer on YouTube says that, you don't have common authority. But all I'm going to tell you that I'm not here to tell you how to run your house. So whatever you do to raise your kid is your business. I'm not going to tell you either way how to raise your kid. But I can't search it. Okay? Okay. And leave it at that. You know that most parents are then going to turn around and say, well, if you can't search it, that's fine. But I'm not allowing my kid to have something that I don't know about in my house. And then they go over there and they search it and they find whatever they find, and then they turn it over to you. Most likely that's going to be okay. As long as you are not encouraging them, participating, ordering them to do it on your behalf, you should have no problem, because that is a private search. And because of the private search, then uncovered evidence, they can turn it over to you, because they're the ones that did it. So that's what I teach. I think that's best practice, to try to not cause unnecessary suppression issues. But there you go. Kind of interesting, right? All right, guys, if you want me to keep doing these, I ask you 3 favors: hit the like button or subscribe, hit or comment, hit subscribe, and share with your friends in your department. All right, stay safe.
When it comes to law enforcement training, we are the gold standard. Visit bluetogold.com or call 888-579-7796 to learn more about our training, books, and free webinars. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel.